Yep, thank you. Guys, what do you think is the biggest things you can learn from this performance, particularly the second half? We saw like George Mason game, JMU game. Teams kind of come back in the second half. This second half, Rhode Island kind of jumps ahead to win it. What can you learn from this performance, particularly these second halves where maybe it's not quite as sharp as sometimes these first halves?
Uh, I would say we got to continue to be aggressive in the second half. We'll come out aggressive in the first half sometimes, but majority of the times. But like in the second half, some feels though we just get to like relax sometimes, let the team come back. And there's no like bad teams in the league, so you can't let up. You got to keep your foot on the gas. So we got to focus on that and work on that to keep our foot on the pedal in the second half to keep going.
And then the 3-point defense in particular, you guys have defended the three overall very well this year. What do you think maybe slipped today to let those guys kind of get hot today?
Uh, wasn't locked into the game plan and into what we do. Honestly, let them get off and make a lot of threes and get comfortable. It wasn't us today.
Hey guys, during that run after the game was tied at 54, was it more so what Rhode Island was doing or what you guys weren't able to do in that stretch for them to break it open?
Like Busy said, we stopped being aggressive in the second half. I mean, we stopped playing offense more than we was playing defense, you know what I'm saying? But we focused more on defense, but we just stopped playing offense, stopped being aggressive, and they were scoring. And we wasn't coming back down scoring, and that played a big part.
Additional questions for the players?
I was going to ask, what can you take from this game and kind of, make adjustments on when you guys go up to GW next week?
Like Busy said, we got to finish games. We got to keep our foot on their neck and close games.
Yeah, I would say, like he said, just keep your foot on the neck, honestly. I mean, like, as I said, we just getting a little too comfortable sometimes when we got the lead, and we need to keep sticking to what our offense and our game plan and just stick with it because it works. And when we go away from that, things go left.
Is this one of the lessons you guys, I mean, we hear all the time you guys are still a young team. Is this one of the hurdles you guys can overcome with being a young team? This could be a learning tool.
I wouldn't even keep saying it's a young team because I feel as though we all are mature enough to even talk to each other and as adults, like young adults. I feel as though like we are comfortable with each other to have a level of trust. I feel as though it's a lot of leaders on this team and not just a lot of young players. And I hear that word a lot, but I mean we are young, but I have a lot of trust in them to lead as the older group will lead the younger, and the younger speak up too and talk to the older people, and we all help each other as a collective group.
Wayne has one more.
You guys mentioned maybe kind of getting away from sorry about that. You guys mentioned maybe getting those things. I know Coach Rose talked about in the past, sort of the flow of the game, making sure taking the right shots on the right possession. Is that sort of there's a little bit of slippage with that? Like, how do you kind of get back on track with the offensive flow that maybe slipped in the second half?
Got to stay locked in. Got to stay locked in on what we practice. Got to stay locked in on what we do. And second half, adversity hit, and we started to fall away from our offense, the plays that we run, and we started breaking off and not doing what we do, and it came back to bite us.